from breaking ground to laying the final roof plank. Just how difficult can it be to build an entire wooden house all by yourself? Would you like to discover how to construct a sturdy fortress using nothing but wooden logs and a few simple tools? Today, on Woodcraft Empire, we present a story of achieving the seemingly impossible. Midway through the video, we share some exclusive tips that will completely transform your perspective on home building. So don't skip a single moment. First, I selected a raised spot within the forest and cleared the surrounding vegetation. This will ensure that tree branches or vines cannot transfer moisture to the walls of my shelter. I have excavated the soil to the precise dimensions required for the pillars. With this foundation situated deep within the ground, the house will not subside, even if the surrounding soil shifts in the future, thereby ensuring its long-term stability. Using a draw knife, I stripped the bark from each of the large tree trunks brought from the forest. Removing the bark eliminates the risk of insect infestation in the wood and allows it to dry quickly, evenly, and firmly. I have meticulously laid out the first layer of logs atop the pillars. This will define the main perimeter of the room and help maintain the balance of the entire structure. At the junction of every log, I have skillfully cut notches using an axe and a chisel. These notches will firmly interlock the logs, ensuring that the walls remain steady even amidst storms and strong winds. To create openings for doors and windows, I have cut the logs in specific sections using a chainsaw. This will allow for the entry of adequate light and air into the interior, thereby making the room habitable. While constructing the triangular section of the roof, or gable end, I meticulously cut each piece of timber. This precise geometric structure will maintain the roof's slope and facilitate the rapid runoff of rainwater. To protect the wood from getting wet should it suddenly rain while I am working, I have stretched a large white tarpaulin overhead. This will keep the interior dry and prevent mold from growing on the wood due to humidity. In one corner of the room, I have dug deep into the ground to construct a cellar, an underground room. This cool, subterranean environment will help keep my stored food and vegetables fresh for an extended period. I have reinforced the cellar walls with concrete and wooden boards. This will prevent the surrounding soil from collapsing and stop insects or rats from entering. To organize the food neatly, I have built sturdy wooden shelves inside the cellar. This will make it possible to store a large quantity of food for the long term within a limited space. For the floor, I first installed several long, thick wooden beams, or joists, placed parallel to one another. This framework will evenly distribute the weight of people or the load of furniture across the floor. As insulation, I have scattered sawdust and white powder into the gaps in the floor. This layer will prevent the cold from the ground from entering during winter and keep the room warm. Next, I laid the long, smooth wooden planks side by side atop the floor frame. With a seamless floor in place, less dust will accumulate inside the room, and it will be easier to keep clean. I personally crafted sturdy wooden frames for the windows and polished them to perfection. These frames will hold the glass in place and prevent the chilly outside air from entering. I have installed insulation boards on the roof frame. These specialized boards will keep the interior of the room comfortable by protecting it from the sun's heat in the summer and the cold of the snow in the winter. To make the roof completely waterproof, I have laid down a black protective membrane. This will prevent water from entering the room, even if the upper sheeting develops a leak for any reason. On top of everything, I have securely fastened corrugated, colored metal sheets using screws. A metal roof is highly durable and will provide long-term protection to the house against fire and heavy rainfall. By cutting grooves into the wall studs, I have installed the window frames very securely and with precise measurements. This ensures there are no gaps between the walls and the frames, which will help maintain the room's temperature. I fitted glass into the frames of every window, making them fully functional. As a result, the room will remain bright during the day, illuminated by the natural light of the forest, eliminating the need for electricity. I used a sandblaster to remove the accumulated dirt and old stains from the wooden wall paneling. This will bring out the wood's fresh and natural appearance, which will look beautiful. To make the interior floor bright and attractive, I applied several coats of oil polish. A polished floor is less prone to scratches and lends the room a premium, sophisticated look. I have installed a secret trapdoor or hinged hatch in the floor to provide access to the cellar or storeroom. This will minimize wasted floor space and keep the hidden storage room secure. Having completed all the construction work, I have neatly arranged my essential furniture and food jars inside. The room has now transformed into a self-sufficient abode where I can live with complete peace of mind. After the house was fully completed, I began living there with my faithful dog. This quiet and secluded cabin will give me a safe and comfortable life amidst nature.